Assalamu alaikum. Hello viewers, hope you are all well and enjoying your life. I welcome you all to the channel of Learn with MW. So viewers, in part 2 we have discussed about basic fact about verb. We have discussed that the word first form is basically called infinite form or the base form. Then we have discussed what second form basically called is the simple past form. Then we have discussed that the word third form is basically called past participle form. And in the last we have discussed that the word fourth form is basically called present participle form or continuous form. In part 2 we also have discussed that in which situation the word first form, second form, third form and the fourth form are used. Now in part 3 we will discussing which type of the helping verb are used with this form of the verb. So remember that just I have written on the board that word first form basically called infinite form. So auxiliaries or the helping verb which are used with the word first form or the infinite form are do, does, are, remember that, are do, does, did, shall, will, and all of the modal auxiliaries which are should, would, can, could, may, might, must, and ought to. And then simple past form, which is basically verb second form. So remember that simple past form is the verb that form that is used without a helping verb. So remember that, keep in mind the word second form which the native speaker call them simple past form is used without a helping verb. Now we will discussing that word third form or the word fourth form, which type of the helping verb are used with them. So we will discussing that word third form and word fourth form. So till now we have discussed that the word first form, which is basically infinite form or base form, the auxiliary words are do, does, will, shall, and all of the modal auxiliaries. And simple past form, which is basically word second form is used without a helping verb. Now we will discussing that the word third form, which is basically past participle form. Past participle form or third form, which is basically called is past participle form. So the auxiliaries which are used with the past participle form of the word third form are has, have, and had. So the word third form, which is basically past participle form, so the auxiliaries that are used with the past participle form are the has, have, and had. Now the word fourth form, which is basically called as the present participle form. Remember that present participle form or the word fourth form is also called as continuous form. So word fourth form, which is present participle form or the continuous form. So the auxiliaries which are used with the present participle form or the continuous form are be, was in a singular, and were in a plural form, and been and being. So we have discussed that which type of the auxiliaries or the helping verb are used with this form the verb. So with the word first form, which is base form, infinite form, The auxiliaries which are used are do, does, will, shall, and all of the modal auxiliaries. And with the word second form, which is simple first form, remember simple past form. Remember that simple past form is used without a helping verb. And word third form, which is basically past participle form. So the auxiliaries which are used with the past participle form is have, has, have, and hate. And the word fourth form, which is basically present participle form or continuous form. So the auxiliary which are used with the word fourth form is be, was in a singular, were in a plural, been, and a being. So now in this video we will be discussing the correct sequence of the tenses. That what are the correct sequence of tense. Now we will discussing the correct sequence of the tenses, and I'm pretty sure this will be the first time on the YouTube when someone be uploading videos on this topic, that what is the correct sequence of the tense. Now remember that the non-native teacher or the non-native writer, when they taught tense to us, they told us they start from the present indefinite, then they move on to present continuous, then they move on to the present perfect, and then they move on to the present perfect tense, continuous tense, then they shift toward the past indefinite, past continuous, then past perfect, and then past perfect continuous. But remember that we will follow the instruction of the native writer which they have written in their book. And remember that the native writer have written in their book that the correct sequence of the tense is, first we will discussing present indefinite tense. First, remember that first we will discussing present indefinite. After that we will discussing past indefinite. After understanding past indefinite, we will then understanding past perfect. After that, we will discussing present continuous. And after that, we will discussing past continuous. And after that, we will discussing present perfect. And after that, we will discussing present perfect continuous. And after that, we will discussing past perfect continuous. Why? Because what is the reason that this is the sequence of the tense? So remember that these tenses are interlinked with each other. If you understand present indefinite tense, then you will be able to understand past indefinite. And if you understand past indefinite, then you will understand past perfect and so on, because these tenses are interlinked with each other. So make sure you engage with Learn with MW so you may understand all these tenses and all this connection of these tenses in a conceptual way. In part 3, we have discussed in detail that which type of the helping verb or the auxiliaries are used with the word first form, with the word second form, with the word third form, and with the word fourth form. Then in this video, we also discuss what is the correct sequences of tenses. So hope you guys understand part 3 of the tenses. Now share this video with your friend, like and subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.